Hello, today I'm going to show you how to create method in Java. So first you need an access modifier. Let's say it is public. Public is an access modifier, which means that you will be able to access it from external classes. After that, you have to put a return type. It can be integer, string, double, or anything. Let's do one of type integer. Public followed by the return type, which is of type integer, which means this method will return something of type integer. Sum. After sum, which is the method name, you open bracket. Inside the bracket you will have to put parameters. Let's say int num1, int num2. I'm going to give this variable two parameters, which is num1 and num2, and what it will return is the sum of num1 and num2. As you can see here, the variable is of type integer. I'm getting error because it should return something of type integer. So what I need is a return keyword. Return num1 plus num2. Here we are done. We have returned a method. So now let's do another one of type string. Public string message. Now I do string my message. This variable will return something of type string. So I return my message. My message is of type string, which is this parameter here. Now a method can also not return anything. This method is said to be of type void. Public void, let's say display. Public void display. I open and close bracket. It can also not have any parameters. Any method can also not have parameters. So here let's not put the parameters, and inside void method we usually type system dot. We usually use this system dot out dot println to print things. So let's say this is a void method that prints of something. So this is it about declaring method. Now let's see how to call the method. So as you can see, this method I have declared them in this class. I'm going to create another class to call the method. That other class will be the main class. So I create another one, call method. So I make this the main method, the main class, and I create the main method here. Public static void main. This is the main method. Public static void main string out. Now as you can see, as you can see, to call this method I need to create an instance of the class. So I do method tutorial m1 equals new method tutorial. Here and I do m1 dot system.out.println because it is going to print the result of the method. Now I do m1 dot, I'm going to call method sum first, m1 dot sum, and I put two numbers here, let's say 4 and 2 and 3. So I run and I get 7 here. Now I'm going to call another method m1 dot message, and I'm going to type a message here, let's say whatever, I type this here. So when I run, I get it here. So as you can see, these methods are normal method, they are not non-static method, which means that I need to create an instance like here m1 to call this method. And for the method which is of type void, as you can see, I already have system.out.println here, which means I don't need to write system.out.println here again. I only type m1.display. See this method again, we have a method display, and we already have system.out.println here, which prints. This is a void method that print details of ... So here I simply type m1.display, and when I run, here it prints it. So as I said before, these are non-static methods, which means that I have to create an instance to be able to access them. See, I've used m1.sum. I have to use m1 to be able to access sum. However, if I make this method static by using the static keyword in front of the data type, I put static here, and static here. Now these are static methods. I don't need to create this instance to access them. I can access them by using the class name like method tutorial dot display. This one will print. This is a void method that print details of ... like the method display. Because it is static now, I don't need to create an instance. I can use a class name dot method name directly. Again, I use a class name method tutorial dot sum 10 and I run. Yes, sorry, I have to put system.out.println for this one. System.out.println, and I simply use the class name and not an instance name, because sum is now a static method. Similarly for method myMessage, which is method tutorial.message, let's say static method also, which means that I don't need to create an instance to be able to access it. However, let's say if method sum was not static, if method sum was not static, now I'll get an error over there. As you can see, I'll get an error. Why? Because sum is not static, so I have to sum is not static, so I have to create an instance to be able to access it. So this is it about, I make this static again. This is it about method. Thank you for watching.